The end of 2019 is upon us. In fact, not only just 2019, but this decade is coming to a close now. The past 10 years have been absolutely crazy. Little old Jawunleashed was 13 years old. And I'm kinda glad I wasn't uploading videos at that time because they would have been really cringe. But Jaw, they're still really cringe right now! Say that again, I dare you. No! Now, the reason I make this video today is because I want to take a look back at this past year. And you may be asking why I would want to do that. Well, last year around this time, I actually made the commitment to change my YouTube content. I went from making Let's Plays and gameplay videos to making commentary and comedy videos. I mean, if you can even call it that. Now, I said nothing about them being good. But today I want to take a look back at Jawunleashed in review. 1 year of doing this content and how I basically tried my best to improve and create content for you all. Every single video I feel like I learned something and learned to improve in some form and fashion. There were some experimental videos. There were some videos that I don't think I did very good on. And there are videos that really help kind of solidify the kind of content that I'm making now. From the reaction-based videos to the analytical ones to just being able to just talk to you all and enjoy a nice video together. And I'm really thinking I'm starting to find the kind of content that I love to push out. So let's go and dig right into this. So a year ago, I actually made a video called Changes to My Content starting 2019, but now it's not really publicly available. This is a private video that was released to the public for about 2 months into the year that I decided to make private, mostly because I don't like the format and the way I kind of talked in it. The video itself does explain everything pretty well, but it's kind of mumbling for a long time. And it rambles a bit too much. But you know what? Let me just go ahead and show it to you, because the intro to this video is actually going to make a lot more sense now that you look at this one. That's the classic Jawunleashed intro. Do you love it? Do you love it? Do you absolutely love it? I hate it! No, actually, real talk, it's pretty good for just an amateur YouTuber. But I stopped using it because it didn't feel like it fit into the content very well. Back then, this intro would play before every single video. Kind of like how the Game Grumps have their intro every single time. Oh my god, my old room. So look at that. You like the way I walked in there?
Hey everybody, Jawunleashed here. This is a special kind of reflection.
Hold on, can we just talk about how I'm flexing my VR headset back there? Hey guys, look at this. There's an awesome VR headset back there. Do you think I'm cool yet? I don't know why I had it like that. I was using command strip hooks to hold that up. That's a terrible idea. Why would you do that, Josh? I mean, if you're looking at this frame just in general, I feel like it's not very professional.
2018 had a lot of awesome stuff as far as some content and stuff that I created. One of my personal favorites that I created this year.
What was with that zoom? So let me go ahead and show you what Jawunleashed here is talking about. I just didn't feel like I was getting as much creative freedom with my Let's Plays. It takes quite a bit of effort in order to make Let's Plays entertaining. It was incredibly restricting and I had to focus on making good gameplay while also making good commentary, and for me it didn't really fit a lot. So what I'm saying in this video here is that I wanted to move into something different. Also, I just realized, is this kind of meta to be watching my own video right now? What if I watch my own video while watching my own video? Now that's meta.
I think for 2019 specifically, I'm going to be going in a different direction. I'm going to be going in a direction for more creative content.
What was that edit? What was that edit?
More of an emphasis on making each video completely unique instead of falling into the daily Let's Plays thing that I found myself in.
I think that's actually a really good point. If you go onto my channel and you look through all the thumbnails, it's so colorful and so much more inviting. Every video has sort of a Jawunleashed kind of format to it, but every bit of content of it is unique. And looking back at it, I just think it's so interesting to be able to think about the fact that I was doing just casual Let's Plays and just consistent videos every single day that didn't really let me show off my creativeness. But looking at these thumbnails, everything just looks so different and so inviting to view. It's no wonder I gained so many more subscribers doing what I'm doing now compared to then. The oversaturation in the Let's Play market just was never going to allow me to become the YouTuber that I wanted to become. So this next thing I want to show you in this video specifically is something that I've kind of held on to still. And this line actually still means a lot to the kind of content I push out now.
Maybe not even any week. Just basically whatever I creatively feel should be on the channel is what I'll create. It'll just keep things fresh, keep things going, and make things really memorable, I feel like. I feel like 2019 is a year where I start to get more creativity going for my channel.
Now that was the video that really solidified my choice to become what I am now. So what was the first video I decided to release in this new style? Well, let me just tell you this. It was AJA, What is a Jawunleashed? To be honest, when I made that title, I thought I was going to be making a new series, and I'm actually thinking of bringing it back. Ask Jaw anything. Alright, so this question comes from Jawunleashed. What is a Jawunleashed? Huh. Well, you know what? That's actually a really good question. What is a Jawunleashed? Guess it's pretty simple now that I think about it. Who's this guy who looks fly? Hold on, hold the phones. You're doing good, Josh. You're singing really well. But I need to point out, what's that freaking crack in the padding back there? Look at your background here. Look at it. Look how well put together that is. It looks amazing. Shameful. Shameful. At this point, of course, I was still getting my footing on what I wanted to do. But my next one, this was sort of what laid the real groundwork for what I do when I check out other content creators. Rhett and Link Exposed. The reason I want to bring it up is because it has the most dislike to like ratio out of all of my videos. It is an 18-27 split, and I feel like it's because I clickbaited this. But personally, I don't feel like I clickbaited it as bad as some YouTubers have. Especially when I have meme reaction in my tags. Now, as y'all probably know, I am a huge fan of Good Mythical Morning. In fact, I saw them live when they came to St. Louis. But I was watching one of their videos and I thought it would be hilarious if I took something they said and turned it out of context. And lucky old me found a clip of them saying, "We did coke," but not in the way you'd think it would be. The context of it is that they actually did an experiment back when they were using Coca-Cola. But let me show you how it's used in the video. Rhett and Link. Yep. Those two dashing gentlemen right there have finally been exposed. Let's go in and check it out, shall we?
We've done coke.
Wow. Oh my God. It's unbelievable. Honestly, isn't that genius? Isn't that hilarious? I don't think it deserves that many dislikes. But I think I know where this video kind of goes awry. I decided to really tackle two pieces of content in this 4-minute video. Rhett and Link, and then I go into this whole spiel about Bristery Mand, otherwise known as Mystery Brand. You remember that whole controversy with Rice Gum and Jake Paul and all them? Completely unrelated news. You're probably wondering where I got these shoes. I got it from a site called Bristery Mand. They're an amazing site where you just, throw money and credit cards down the toilet. If you actually go to the description and click on the link, it actually goes to a Wikipedia article for scams and ripoffs. Now, I could go through pretty much every single video and just talk about what I've learned from it and what I've taken away from making that content. I think I want to talk about a video that means a lot to me. Not only because it helped jumpstart my YouTube career, but also just because of how important of a video I think it was to me and my content now. I think you all know which one I'm going to be talking about, and that is Jack Stauber Disturbing Claymation. Holy crap. I'm T-posing to assert my dominance. Okay, now, I gotta ask you all a very important question. Do y'all remember when my room used to look like that? Like, now it looks like a professionally padded studio, but this was the real Jawunleashed days. You're legally allowed to apply for the senior citizens discount if you remember this setup. So last night I was watching a YouTube video online. It was called Lima Bean Man. It's by this guy named Jack Stauber. Jack has freaking 484,000 subscribers in that video. How much is my boy up to now? He's at 967,000. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. So let me talk about this video for a second. I feel like at this point, whenever I was making this video, I did not think that I was going to be hitting 11,000 views on this video. And looking back at it now, I feel like my main goal of this video was to just get as scared as possible. And this video is probably the real one that solidified the real kind of content I think you all want me to watch. Also, shout out to YouTube for freaking recommending Lima Bean Man. If I didn't get that recommendation, I probably would not have known that Jack Stauber was an awesome content creator. And we would have never gotten these freaking 4 videos right here. How sad of a world would that have been? But going back and watching this video, I didn't know after this point I was going to be reaching 1,000 subscribers. After being at 65 subscribers for a good 3 years, I was about to create a piece of content that people actually wanted to watch and people wanted to enjoy and view. Also, if y'all are wondering, I don't get as scared watching Jack Stauber's videos anymore. I genuinely just love it for the content itself now. I was reading this one comment from one of my Jack Stauber videos. I think it was on the 3rd or the 4th one. They talked about how it's interesting to watch that I went from being scared of Jack's videos to recreating them. And I think that's an amazing comment because that really does sort of envelop what I became as a Jack Stauber fan. This video was the real start of it all. Jack Stauber Disturbing Claymation is my favorite video of this year. Not only is it a good model for how my 2019 really went, but it's also just a really funny video in general. Plus, you know, it's always fun to watch me suffer. I mean, honestly, I go back and watch this video sometimes and just see how actually terrified I was. Pathetic. And after uploading 62 videos this year, I think that it's such a good representation of how my 2019 was made into what it is now. My content has gone through such a shift and such a change that it's interesting to go back and watch some of these videos because it's so weird to see myself back then versus now. But Jack Stauber Disturbing Claymation is what and how I would really show off my 2019. It is my favorite video that I've done this year, and there is something so great about that video. But looking back now and seeing all the videos that I created and all of the content that was pushed out on my channel, it's just so fascinating to look at. And I just want to thank you all so much for being a part of this 2019 journey. We're about to enter a new decade, and with it, another year of Jawunleashed content. And I can't wait. I want you all to know that I absolutely adore making these videos for y'all, and that I love being able to see y'all's reaction to these. Being able to entertain people now is just something that I love to do. And I thank all of you for giving me this opportunity and giving me this voice to be able to talk to you all. That last year, making that video talking about my content change was the best choice that I've ever made. Back then, I was terrified of switching stuff up. I was scared that the content wouldn't be as good. But you all have shown that you all really enjoy it and that y'all really do love watching it. Back then, I didn't really have a voice. Thank you all for giving me that voice this year. And thank you so much for joining me on this 2019 journey. Now let's push forward and head into 2020, Jaw Squad, because we have a whole new decade of content now, and things can only go up from here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You all have a safe and happy new year, and you all stay awesome. I'm so happy that the Jaw Squad is now 1,000 members large. That's crazy to me. When are we hitting 1 million? When are we overtaking PewDiePie and T-Series? When is this happening, y'all? Y'all start recruiting because we're gonna take down the Pewds this year. A 2020 goal for the Jawunleashed channel.